Hey guys, what's up? I haven't done an update on my computer build in an extremely long time. It's probably been a year or two. I can't really remember, but here I am again with a computer build upgrade or update. So here we go. Oh, and just so you know, I'm still in North Dakota. I will be going back next week. No, not the week after. So I still got like 2 weeks left here, and I'll be going back to school. And yeah, I just been really busy with work and stuff, and that's why I haven't really had the time to make any videos like I said I would. Well, I said I maybe, but so there you go. We're gonna go inside this puppy and I'll show you what's inside. By the way, that's my Acer S201HL monitor with my Logitech MK560 keyboard and mouse combo. So they're pretty good electronics. But the main prize is this thing, because I've done a whole bunch of upgrades since my last video on my custom build. It's probably been about 2 years. No, I know I said that already, but now that I think about it, it has been about 2 years now, or over 2 years. So here we go. This is the controller, well, volume switch and power switch for my Logitech Z313 speakers, I think. They're good for what I use them for, so there we go. Here we go with the Antec 302 case. Sorry about the lighting, by the way. With a Gigabyte sticker on it. I've had this case since August of last year, so it's been almost a year since I upgraded the case. And there's an AMD FX 4130 processor in this thing, and there's a badge that came with my video card that I decided to stick on here, and there's a LG CD DVD burner that's worked perfectly since day one. I got this initially when I first got all the parts for my computer. So there you go, and two USB 3.0 ports with microphone headphone jacks, and you probably can't see them, but there's a power button and reset switch for the computer. So I'm gonna move this puppy out. Sorry if the lighting's messed up, but that's the best I can do here. So I'm gonna lean this on its side so it's easier to see. And that's the Speed Demon sticker that came with my Intel solid state drive. So let's open this case up. The internals have changed quite a bit too, because I've upgraded just about everything there is to upgrade within the last couple of years. There you go. So that's the inside of my case. As you see, right down here is my Thermaltake TR2 500 watt power supply. I've had that thing since day one also. I've really been thinking about upgrading that. Just haven't had the money lately. So, um, I've been thinking about getting a modular power supply and also a power supply with more wattage. This power supply has just been having some issues lately. Like, as you see, I have one hard drive and 120 gigabyte solid state drive, and then I have another solid state drive. This is my old solid state drive that I use for a Windows 7 installation. Windows 8 is on this installation, but back to the point, I had a 250 gigabyte mechanical drive in here too, and one day I just needed to restart my computer and it just went into a boot loop. So I tried everything possible to, like in the BIOS, to see if I could fix the problem. Nothing in there would fix the problem, so I just started unplugging devices, and I would unplug devices and that would help it. So, and the only logical thing I could do to have the computer work is unplug one of the hard drives. And I unplugged the hard drive that just had a Windows Vista partition on it, because I just like messing around with operating systems. So that was the solution to this. So I don't have that hard drive hooked up anymore. I may hook it back up when I get a new power supply, but it might still be a while before I get a new power supply. Just something to think about. So there you go. So right here is a dusty Corsair A70 cooler, air cooler. I've had this thing for about 2 years now. Not sure if it was in my last video, but that's number one that's been upgraded. If it wasn't in my last video, I don't think it was. I think I got this in April of 2012. Then I got 8 gigs of Corsair XMS3 memory. There. I like the look of this memory. That's like one of the reasons why I got it, but I also got it for the memory, of course. So it's got a cool, like, I don't know what you call it, heatsink. Protects it from overheating, I guess. So put that back in later. I got two 4 gig modules in there, and I believe they're on dual channel, because I think on gigabyte boards, or this board at least, if you put them in the other 2 slots, the machine won't even boot up. I don't know why, but that's just something. Previously, before the upgrade, I have 4 gigabytes of Micro Center branded memory. It was good for what it was, but I was just looking for an upgrade. So next upgrade is a AMD Radeon HDR 7770 series graphics card. It's got 1 gigabyte of memory. So it's also made by XFX. Like, there are 2 main chip companies for video cards, NVIDIA, and it's AMD now, but it used to be ATI. So Those are the main companies that make the chips for driving the graphics, but there are also many companies that actually design the cards, and they just use the chips from those two companies. So there you go. Got, I guess that's for Crossfire. SLI is NVIDIA. And the power for the graphics card. That's when I started seeing that boot loop issue, when I added drives and the video card came into play too. So I think this power supply is just slowly dying. Like, I could have some caps starting to blow on it too, but I don't know if I want to check that yet or not. So there you go. And this is fairly new. Well, it's a year and a half old, but it's new to you guys for my build update. It's a 2 terabyte Western Digital Caviar Green hard drive. This thing saved my life because I have a whole bunch of data and couldn't really fit it on one hard drive. At the time I had a 160 gigabyte hard drive, and that space was just getting full fairly quick. So I asked for a bigger hard drive for Christmas, at least 1 terabyte, and I got a 2 terabyte instead, so even better. I already showed you guys the CD DVD drive. This isn't new to you guys, but it's old to me. I've had this drive for, I don't know, a little over a year and a couple months. Or it's been like 2 years. I can't exactly remember. But it's a 64 gigabyte Crucial M4 solid state drive. I wanted to experience the holy quickness of a solid state drive, so I asked for one and I received one for my birthday, and wow, the difference in speed is tremendous. So there you go. And this is, I believe, my newest addition to the build, coming with the graphics card too, because I got these two at the same time. They were Christmas gifts. So it's a Intel 530 series, I believe, solid state drive, 120 gigabytes. Not only is it bigger in capacity, but I've also noticed a speed performance too. Like, I guess this one's just faster in transfer rates too, so it's another bonus for a solid state drive. So, and then the main piece, like the newest, or not the newest, but the most important part of this whole entire computer is the motherboard. The motherboard I got, it's been like 2 years and a month. I had a Gigabyte GA78 LMT S2P, which, it was a good board, don't get me wrong, but I just wanted more like upgradability to my motherboard. That board was only upgradable to, I think, 16 gigs of memory, and it only had 2 slots on it for for RAM, and That was also a micro ATX motherboard. This one is a full ATX board. If you haven't seen, you may have not because of the lighting, and I apologize again for that. But yeah, this board has been a very good board. I'm not really looking to upgrade it anytime soon because I don't have the need to, because it has everything I need right in it. Like, I don't really see any issues except maybe running out of SATA ports, but I don't really see running out of ports either. Like, once I got rid of that hard drive, I have I had 6 hooked up. That took every port off, but I don't really see any use for, or I don't really see me getting anything else that would use a SATA port. Maybe a new hard drive, but that would just replace this or something, because I hardly even use the partition that's on this drive, because my main partition is Windows 8. Yeah, Windows 8 isn't that great, but it's the newest operating system, and I don't have a product key for Windows 7 anymore because I use that, or I let my dad use that, and I kind of like to stay on the legal side of things. So that was basically my upgrades into my computer build within the last 2 years. I might use, or I'll try to do these more often once I get the parts and stuff. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.